Test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. Hello, hello, and hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We are here for a nice, chill time with some Pokemon Legends Arceus. Can you hear me? Awesome, awesome. Glad you can hear me, Alpha. All right. Can't hear my guest quite yet. They can't hear me because I just muted myself in Discord. But as you can see, I am joined by the homies yet again, and it seems that Discord likes alphabetical order, so we're gonna introduce them in alphabetical order. Alrighty, so joined with me from top to bottom, we got the homies. We got Casey. So he died. Alright, so Viper, we also have... Okay, are you shooting Casey or the Yoshi?
I can do that.
Okay, oh. Casey then. Man, do you hate to see it?
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, God. Why would he gave himself the death glare? You didn't have to do it to him. He already died once. What do you mean, Alpha?
Bro murked himself and gives him the death glare.
Joke's on you, Alpha. You can't give me the death glare because you can't see me. Therefore, what are you even giving the death glare? I know it ain't me. I ain't on that screen. I ain't got a face cam. Who are you giving the death glare to?
Suddenly you're the Rock? What do you mean? You can't see me type? What?
That's John Cena, not the Rock.
Oh, shoot. Man, not me being caught in 2K with the wrong wrestling meme.
Wait, who said it was John Cena? Wait,
he mentioned that you can't. He mentioned that you can't see me meme, and he said that was The Rock, and I corrected him to John Cena.
Yes.
I didn't even catch that. I was just hearing everything you was saying, and I didn't even hear him say that was The Rock. Bitch, that's John Cena.
That's. Oh man, you know what? My lack of lesson knowledge aside, we're gonna go into Arceus. Not Alpha. Shut up, bitch. Wait, the better look at your wait, what with these?
There, that was The Rock.
Yeah, that's The Rock.
Like one of my favorite Chris Jericho lines. He goes, "At SummerSlam, I'm gonna get my hands on that filthy, disgusting, greasy animal."
Yeah,
and then he looks at his.
Chris Jericho.
He's still alive.
No, he ain't. Not after Terrifier 3, he ain't.
Wait, he's in Terrifier 3?
What?
He was in Terrifier. He was at the end of Terrifier 2. Terrifier 3 picks up exactly where Terrifier 2 ends.
Oh, rip. Damn, Chris Jericho fan.
Oh, God rest his soul.
And he's saying all that, but it's to like Stephanie McMahon, and then he looks over at his opponent, he goes, "And I'm gonna get you too, Rhino."
Yeah, no, I saw one little clip of the shower scene in Terrifier 3, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm out. I don't need to see this. This is too damn much. They don't stand a chance. Coming into the shower with the chainsaw, cutting up butt-ass naked people. What the hell's wrong with you, Art the Clown? Jeez.
At the moment, Tenchi, I'm thoroughly confused, but I'm doing good. How about you, dog? What is... Oh,
I've been alright, but I've got a bone to pick with Art the Clown. What the fuck is his problem?
What's wrong? What? Also, that's your...
Juan, tell them all about Art the Clown. Tell Doorman what Art the Clown does, what this prankster does.
I'm gonna count these F-bombs. You got Joe one, Casey.
He's a killer clown. From the movies The Terrifier and Terrifier 2.
Those are the types of movies, like, let's say, like, those are the types of movies that would not scare a kid, but would actually scar them for life. And severely psychologically fuck with them as adults. If a child were to see those movies.
I will say, even though they recently went mainstream, but the first one was like an indie horror film. Because it had like a little bit of the over-the-top gore. And I was like, okay, that was kind of interesting. And the Terrifier 2, I will admit, it did make me a little uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing about gore in movies. People dying in movies doesn't bother me, but as soon as you enter the territory of people being tortured or just being killed in ways which they just can't do anything about it, that's when I start getting uncomfortable and I don't want to watch the movie. That's why I can't stand Final Destination or the Saw franchise. I cannot stand either one of those series, and I don't want to watch them. Not to necessarily say I couldn't handle watching them. I would just have a really bad time if I did, and I don't want to.
At time.
I get Well, let's get more into just kind of
Hey,
random
Darshin,
conversations after we
why
start.
why in the comments are you both Yoshin96 and Darshin Rat?
Because I typed that from Restream, and it just kind of makes me message from both things at the same time.
No, it pops up twice on the stream
Yeah.
chat thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the same message. I didn't even realize they were the same message.
Yeah, it's the same message. I was responding to Tenchi because it said that started working for Spirit Halloween, and it's a fun and easy job. Is that so? I guess that's like a store, then Spirit Halloween.
It's a store that usually pops up in like you ever like run into like storefronts that just don't have anything in them for like a while, or like a building that has nothing in it, or just kind of empty the entire time. It's not even a store; it's just an empty like abandoned building, quote unquote. And then it just all of a sudden turns into like some sort of seasonal store. That's what Spirit Halloween is. It takes over things like that.
Huh. Okay.
They're kind of like pop-up stores almost.
Oh, I see. I understand. I think at least. All right, so let's switch on over to my friend.
It's a bit late to finally hop on the Spirit Halloween train. You're only going to be working there for like 2 weeks at the most.
2 weeks, a week.
I'll say, unless you plan on staying for when it turns into Spirit Christmas. Because apparently that's a business thing they're doing this year, is turning it into Spirit Christmas.
Okay, I was doing a bit of grinding, apparently. Because, this is a good chance to... That is like going at 10 frames per second. That's hilarious. Go back, what are you doing, bro? Anyway, last time on Legends Arceus, we caught Giratina, and we did some grinding, caught some more Pokemon, all the fun things, and it was kind of like a lot of fluff after we caught Giratina. Had some conversation, don't remember most of it, but that's what the VODs are for, and I'm sure this will be the kind of a similar thing where like even the intro of this very stream here, I don't even remember what was said like 10 minutes ago. So we're gonna just be doing some more catching. And if there's anything that I can do before I've caught everything, I'm sure my friend Viper here can let me know of such things. 22. And what can fight this? Suddenly he died.
Did you ever catch any more Pokemon or do any more Wisps between these last 2 weeks?
I did not. Very ashamed.
I'm gonna have to bend you over the knee and give you a good old whooping, man.
Not the whooping.
The whooping.
Imagine Juan being 5. What are you, 5'5"? Is that what you are, Juan?
Yep.
You're
Yeah,
literally
imagine Juan's 5'5" ass trying to bend over and spank Darshin's 6'5" ass. Just, how does that even work? How are you gonna do it, Juan?
It'll be practice for when I find
That's
myself.
an entire foot of human being that you don't have, that he has on you.
It's practice for when I find myself a tall woman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Darshin, you're gonna be practiced for when Juan gets a tall woman?
Don't you
How do
dare
feel
make
about
that
him?
interpretation.
I didn't make an interpretation. I'm simply basing that off what the one man just said out loud.
Viper, please. Why are you giving this man fuel? You know he doesn't. You know he won't chance to go off this for the next minute.
Man, we're just horny tonight. First in the group chat, I make that comment about turning Juan into a woman and then smashing him. Now Juan's making a comment about using Darshin as practice for when he gets a tall woman. We're horny tonight, guys. Jeez.
No. Bad context. We need all of that context.
No context. All right, so this Golbat. You think it sucks well?
You cannot do this to me. Oh my god. You can't edit live things.
Alpha Flower, why did you say my head twice?
She does that. Pour me with the slander. How's that a badumtis? I don't know what's going on anymore, yo.
I don't know.
But Tenchi was
What?
saying 2 weeks isn't that bad. It's bad. Yeah, I'm planning on staying for Spirit Cruise. Also, so it's one of those stores that changes, like you said, seasonally. So it's Spirit Halloween, then it's becomes Spirit Christmas. So multiple months. So
The
that comes
second
once a year, every Halloween.
it just started doing the whole Spirit Christmas thing. They
Oh.
announced that they were going to do that this year. This is a new thing for them.
Oh wow.
I imagine October 31st, 11:59 p.m. You know, we still got the Halloween shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then as soon as midnight hits, all of the fucking decor just turns into Christmas stuff, and then all over the radio you just hear, "I don't want."
I was about to say Mariah Carey gonna be playing over them speakers.
It's like the Christmas song.
It is the Christmas song, and it's crazy because the song was actually recorded last minute. If you didn't know that. Like, I think the recording or the music video, it was like a last minute thing, and it became just like the Christmas song. So
The store's being taken over by Mariah Carey.
right,
Yeah.
So a little bit of context, you already know that.
I think of All I Want for Christmas Is You. Jonathan Young has infested my brain once again to where I don't think of the original artist. I think of his amazing rendition.
I didn't even think about the fact that that song probably has like dozens and probably hundreds of covers.
Yeah,
thank
I
you
mean-
for the subscribe, Tenchi. Appreciate it.
You know, it's funny. The 2 months I was working and had a paycheck, I was thinking, hey, I should subscribe to my homies for the first time. It'd be cool. And then I got fired.
Oh
Damn, we both jobless.
no.
So, no $5 for you, Darshin. No $5 for you, on.
It's $5.99 a month now.
It's $6.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't afford that shit. I wouldn't have done it anyways.
Stop. Oh, Tenchi, I get used to this now. Yeah, he likes the emote. It started off as being an inside joke with me. I took a picture of myself like that to respond to something out of pocket that one of these guys said like a couple years ago.
Well, Darshin, you don't have to say one of these guys. You know damn well it was something I would have said.
No, it honestly could have been one of y'all. But you're right, it was you that said
I have a
something.
screenshot of Darshin on stream looking at hentai smiling.
Can you not?
Yeah, man, because Juan pranked this man, see? Juan made it to where that shit was just gonna show up on his stream for like a split second.
See
And,
what
I don't think it was shown on stream, but he saw it while he was on stream.
had
No,
happened?
it was on stream.
What had happened was
That's how I got the screenshot of him.
No.
what had happened was
It was Shantae hentai too.
You said Shantae?
It was Shantae hentai.
It was Shantae, but it was you have a notorious past for like just spamming our group chat with, you know, the culture.
Yeah, but to be fair, he has not done that in like 3 or 4 years.
Few years. He's actually
It's
been
been
pretty
a
good about
while
that.
since he's done that.
That is fair. That is fair. But it was just kind of in particular because I was going through. I don't know why I was on Messenger. It was one of my more low key YouTube streams back before I was even doing streams on both.
It was like
things.
a Smash Ultimate prediction stream, I believe.
I think it was that. It was. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was from one of the DLCs that was coming out. I think he pranked you then.
Mm-hmm. It was that, and I was getting like a picture from I think the group chat that I put in there. I was getting a picture from something, and because it has of like the pictures that you have in like the media of like most recently shared things, and he just happened to have put a picture of that in there recently. And I was like, kind of just clicking through it, not thinking too much of it. And I was like,
Yeah, no.
Dude,
I put in like regular pictures of Shantae because you needed like pictures of Shantae, and I just slipped in the hentai image, and it was great.
that's exactly what happened. Actually, I just needed a regular picture.
Trust me,
of
you'd have that same ass smile on your face if you were just looking at regular Shantae hentai
Wait, what's
on
the,
your own time.
Wait, you said what's the difference between regular and special hent? What?
Well, no, because you had like a big ass smile on your face when you were fucking oh, I need to go this way.
Nah,
when
see,
you were
I got,
playing
but I got set up though.
when you were doing stream, and you had that big ass smile on your face.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean to say is like, even if you were just looking at just fucking Shantae hentai in your own time, you'd still have that big ass smile on your face.
God,
Don't deny it.
I didn't say I did deny.
That's what I'm saying. We all have an appreciation for our half genie baddie.
Shantae is a cutie. I do gotta admit that. She is a cutie baddie. We can agree with that on that. Let's see. I'm sitting feeling what I don't know what I was doing anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yes, posture. I was trying to find something. Oh, there's unreported. So I haven't gotten back to Laventon yet from like the last time I guess.
There's
I was
only
catching
one
some
task
stuff.
that's unreported.
Oh, 2 for Eevee. Do. Yeah, Apom has something. Floatzel got something. Goldback got something. Golduck got nothing. Let's look at whatever's grayed out. Alakazam. So we've seen Alakazam. Excuse me, in the Sand Gem Flats. Oh geez, about to get jumped. Oh, those are like the slowest gust I've seen. Alright, so let's just kinda. So Sand Gem Flats, that's over here. And we can kinda get some lost sappers on the way, so let's do that. Let's
Yeah, I believe that Alakazam is actually a it's a alpha one.
even better. Where am I going? Put the flag up, I don't know where it is. Oh. Wait. Would that I don't think that would be it. It'd be literally a flag. There we go. Alpha, you can't really say that when there's a lot of hot poke ladies anyway.
Hot women aside. Okay, we talk about hot Pokemon women.
Just like hot women aside,
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Also, my
I was
one of
zoning
my
out. I was completely zoning out. What hot women's were we talking about?
Shantae.
Well, mainly Shantae first.
Oh yeah, I wasn't shouting out. I heard all of that. Keep going.
Keep going.
Fucking
Wait, why does all these Wurmple here?
one of my favorite fucking waifus from from Pokemon, Skyla had some leaked data for her before she was released or even had a name, and her thing. Everyone had like a title. Like for example, Clay, the 5th gym leader of Black and White, was the Mine King.
The what?
The Mine King,
Mine.
because he like mines for ore.
Okay.
He owns a mining business.
Okay.
So he's the Mine King.
What the heck is that?
Skyla, which is probably one of my favorite Pokemon waifus of all time, especially in Unova. She is Sexy Pilot.
Wait, like that was like what, like her actual like code name or whatever?
Yeah, that was like the name they had brought up for her before, they actually, came up with names for people. That was just the title she had for a placeholder. She was Sexy Pilot.
Sexy Pilot.
And apparently she's also a Latina.
Oh,
And the
no
description
way.
for her was like, she has a slim build but big breasts.
What? That's not official.
Yeah, this was official. This was from an official Pokemon League.
See, you say leak. That's not official though.
No, somebody hacked into Game Freak. They also leaked a bunch of Game Freak employees' fucking
Yo, the cheered
personal info as well.
Thank you. So you said person. So
Yeah, whoever did that leak is legitimately an asshole.
They're also
are
going
we
to be
talking about
dead
the
too.
recent leak that people were talking about?
Yeah, like the one with Typhlosion and everything.
Wait, what'd you just say, Juan?
I've only heard bits and pieces about what this leak was.
Yeah,
part-
this was the big Pokemon leak.
A part of me wanted to
Did you
ask
just
someone.
say the leaker's gonna be dead?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He's gonna get arrested. Fucking Game Freak's not gonna kill the leaker. But if they find out who he is, you bet your ass they're charging him to the full extent of the law, and he's going away for a long time.
Nintendo
He's
ninjas
not gonna
at it.
die. I would be, it would certainly be a whole new side to Game Freak revealed if they assassinate the leaker.
They're not.
Like one is implying.
Who knows? They might.
What
No.
gaming company? Okay, if a gaming company is going to assassinate somebody, oh fuck, Game Freak is owned by Nintendo.
I would say you also gotta remember Game Freak's part of Nintendo.
Fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
might
it's
be
not.
dead. This guy's a goner.
Oh my
He's a
god.
goner.
And
Jesus.
who knows if this company actually has ties to like the fucking Yakuza or anything? We don't.
Well,
fucking
how
know.
did the Yakuza come into this?
Because the Yakuza own basically like 99% of Japan.
Man, you know
I don't
what?
think does the Yakuza have anything to. I'm pretty sure it was mostly just the card.
The name Game Freak makes sense.
I know that.
now.
I know the name Game Freak makes sense. Yeah. No, the freak. They put the freak in Game Freak.
Oh my god.
No leaks. No, it's not like they leaked anything from like the new games that are coming out. They said they have info for that, but they're refusing to actually release any info on that. They're just
Cool.
releasing old shit,
Which is weird.
like beta sprites.
Yeah,
from,
that's
like,
weird
older
to me.
games.
Why, if they weren't going to release the info, why'd they go through all the effort of hacking into their system?
So they could have an easy fucking way to play the new game, and then they just had everything else. So they decided to leak everything else, show people beta sprites.
Yeah, but the new game wouldn't be done, so why would they? How would they even be able to play it? Why would they want to play it? It's not going to be done.
Because people
It's
are
still being
impatient as
worked on.
fuck.
Yeah, people are very impatient. Very aggravatingly so.
I'm pretty sure if he had the
Man,
balls to do so, he'd
Arabia's
also
dead.
fucking
Just flat out.
yeah. Stranger's dead. You still trying to get that that Landorus over there?
Yes. How do I do
Don't
that?
you got? Don't you have any sticky globs or mud balls?
I have 2 mud balls.
Didn't I tell you to buy like a bunch of sticky globs?
I think I have them, but I
Last
forgot.
one.
I didn't realize this dude would be here.
Yeah. So you did grab the sticky globs, right? You look through your shit, see if you have sticky globs.
No, I'm saying it's probably in my chest, like back at a camp.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
didn't-
probably
I-
go back to a camp, grab
Yeah.
the sticky globs, and then come back.
Yeah, 'cause I did not expect to encounter this dude, so I'm just gonna go to.
Yeah, because you're gonna need those for all 3 of the forces of nature.
So maybe I have an objective.
I mean, your objective was just to catch all Pokemon, anyways.
Right.
They were just part of it, anyways.
Right. A side objective, I guess, is the more accurate. All right, so in the box here, so yeah, sticky globs. I got 20 of
Yeah, we
those
got
things,
22 of
and then
those, yeah.
there we go. There's my mud balls. Let's
Mud
get
balls
all-
too. Yep, take those too.
I'll just move. How do I move? Move all. There we go. Move all. No space in them. Well, that's taught. I don't need the tumble stones for right now, so I'm just gonna move all these into the storage. Yeet. All right, and then move all. All right, I should be good.
You know what? You know how you like really, despite how like neither one of us are super into guns, you know how you really want a revolver?
How did we-
Specifically a Python.
Okay.
I
so we're on
think
this now.
I kind of want a lever action rifle.
Those are clean ass guns.
They are. I don't know what I'd get. I'd have to like, I don't know. I do kind of want to get into guns, so I'd have to like sit down and have a conversation with my dad. Because I really like, as far as weaponry goes, I know about knives. I know a little bit about like swords and things like that. I don't know anything about firearms.
Huh.
I know 22 is considered a weak-ass gun, but still lethal, and something like a 45 or a 50 caliber will blow your entire head off.
Good
I
lord.
kind of wish like the Scout's primary, the scatter gun, and TF2 was a real gun. Because just like a shotgun that reloads
I mean-
like a fucking lever action rifle sounds so fucking cool.
I didn't realize that it had that. I guess I should have, considering that I played the game, but I just wasn't paying attention. I was about to say, yeah, they do. They're illegal as fuck. You'll just have to saw it off. But, I mean, you could have one in real life. Won't be legal, but you can have one if you want.
And she says they want a bolt action rifle. That'd be pretty cool.
Or bolt action. Bolt action sounds fun, too.
Sounds fun.
But something about the lever, I've shot one before. It was a 22. It was my grandfather's. My dad actually might have it now. I don't know.
I just want to get my hands on a working flintlock pistol.
Yo, thank you for the raid, Preston. Appreciate it.
What's up with the raid?
What the message? Wake up.
Wake up, sheeple. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up, sheeple.
Do you mean like are you talking like a vintage flintlock pistol or like a replica? Like it's an actual flintlock pistol, but it's made modern age. It's not an old one.
Yes. To both.
So either or, no, you don't care. You just want a
Both.
flintlock. That works.
It's like both.
Oh, you just want them both. Okay.
Is that Infernape Alpha or?
Yeah, that's an Alpha Infernape. I'm pretty sure you caught that specific Infernape before, too.
Yeah, it's Alpha.
I remember you running into that one before.
65? Bet.
Hmm?
I want the smoke. Oh god, what move did you use?
I didn't see it.
Man. Let's see. Let's just go for a little strong aqua tail. That misses apparently, oh god. Oh, close combat, that's what happened. Dark type. God bless. Just look towards the trainer menacingly. It's like, what you got next?
Decided if I ever want to get into cosplay, I think one of the first cosplays I want to do is the Pyro from TF2.
I mean, yeah, that'd be really easy, you fat fuck.
Stop! We have to attack this man like this. No way.
Yeah, that was uncalled. I felt bad about that one. That was uncalled for. I'll call you fat about something else tomorrow to make up for it, but that one's unacceptable. I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have said that.
Man.
Fat bitch.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Can't be sorry and just say it again.
That's the best. I love people who do that. Not really, though. When they'll keep doing things wrong, but then they'll think they can keep doing things wrong if they apologize after, and they don't consider that they have to stop doing it for that apology to mean anything.
Oh my god. Also, the fact that my strongest Pokemon is also weakest to this Pokemon, I think we did. I apologize. Have a good day.
Fight that. I'm like, you've already caught one. So
Oh god, it ran after me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
You pissed it off.
nah, dog, that caught me off guard.
Alright, get ready to catch that Landorus. Heal up and catch that Landorus.
Alright, we should do that. Oh, wait.
Basically, easiest way to do that is just sticky glob it, and instead of trying to switch over to your Pokeballs, just switch over to your Pokemon, and then, boom. You can start a battle with it, and then you can just try catching it from there.
So stun it first with the things, and then just switch Pokemon.
Make it drop its shield. You have to throw enough sticky globs and mud balls in order for it to drop its shield. Once it drops this little cyclone windshield, switch to your Pokemon and throw a Pokemon at it, and then you'll start your battle. That way you don't have to worry about trying to catch it from behind with the lead ball, because it most likely won't stay in, because once it breaks out, it'll immediately bring that shield back up.
Okay, so
Hide in the grass.
I was gonna say, do we have to like sneak up on it to like get the mud ball or whatever to work? Just gonna slow. Okay, it sees me. But Preston, earlier you were saying Happy Twitch Fright Fest. I'm not even sure what that is. Is that a thing?
Apparently, this.
Twitch Fright Fest. It is indeed the final week and some change of October, and I've still done nothing relating to like any sort of horror game. I haven't even done my like annual Luigi's Mansion playthrough yet, which I feel kind of like about.
That's like because you keep playing the same game every year. That's why I told you, you got to switch it up. Play the next one.
Well, I don't. I have my 3DS Dark Moon, but I don't have 2 HD or Dark Moon HD for Switch.
Actually, ended up selling up my copy of Luigi's Mansion 2. Because one, I haven't played it yet, and I needed money. And actually, I think it was still in its plastic when I sold it. Because yeah, I hadn't played the first one yet, so I was like, yeah.
Isn't gonna do anything.
The
That's not
only
gonna do anything.
Luigi's Mansion game I played was a teeny tiny bit of Dark Moon because Autumn had it.
I mean, I enjoyed Dark Moon. Like when I played it, it was like around when it came out. Though was the thing. So
We're seeing Bong and Chu play a lot of Dark Moon when it first came out back in high school.
oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like I remember getting through like the second or third mansion because it was more level structure based as opposed to like the explorative nature of 1 and 3, which people were mixed about. I kind of felt like certain type of way about it at first, but I was like, this is like what we're given in these levels is fun, so it didn't really bother me. But I'd have to like play it again to really to get a more updated perspective on it, or just any perspective on it all, because it's literally been 10 years since I played that game, or just about that. Because
Something I
barely,
haven't done in a few years, because once Majora's Mask 3D first came out, I had basically made it like almost a fucking annual tradition where I fucking just played through Majora's Mask's 3DS remake every single year during October.
yeah.
And I quit doing it a couple years back. I think it was mostly just because I was getting a little bit of burnout from it,
Right.
playing it every single year. I think before this fucking month ends, I might pull out my copy of Majora's Mask and play through that, because I'm pretty sure I could still beat it in a single day.
Nice.
Because it's a relatively short game.
I definitely had that time before. Ooh.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is probably like my favorite fucking... it is. It is my favorite Zelda game.
Nice. Apom, in the way.
What's your favorite Zelda game, Doorman?
I have to play this series to have a favorite.
You've played a single Zelda game before?
I've played technically only a few minutes of both Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild, so I don't really have a favorite.
Damn. What about you, Casey? I know you played at least a handful of Zelda games.
What was that?
What's your favorite Zelda game?
Breath of the Wild. That's the only good one.
Dang, no way.
You know that's not true.
It is true. The Legend of Zelda and
No,
Resident
we did.
Evil are probably
No,
like two of
goddammit.
like the most overrated franchises of all time, hands down.
You said overrated franchises? What? I lost all
yeah.
these things, not my Max Revive. I think I only had one of those.
Damn. Not like you really needed it.
I guess.
At this point, you're not really doing any like regular battles against trainers anymore, so...
Still what I had, dude. I mean, I still got all the things.
I say max revives are kind of just whatever in this game, especially with how easy it is just to fucking heal up
Fair
in this
enough.
game.
You
Kinda
just gotta go.
whatever.
You just kind of come back to camps, and it's kind of free. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Preston said, "Oh, Skyward Sword and Minish Cap for them." And then Phantom Hourglass.
Skyward Sword is fun. I feel like Skyward Sword gets a lot of hate, especially like the Wii version, because of just how handholdy it is and how much Fee talks to you, which they did fix in the remake a little bit. Because I'll admit, at some points in the game, I'm just like, where the fuck am I going? And then just like, oh, okay. And then like, that's where I'm supposed to go, because like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. half the time.
Fair enough, I guess.
But it's a fun game. I like Skyward Sword.
Nice, nice. Oh, addressing what Preston said a little bit about the horror thing. Streamers stream horror and showcase clips on the 24th, 31st of October. So is it like a Twitch thing where like they're getting clips together? It could be like a big like kind of community.
No, I think
type
it's just
deal?
streamers just streaming horror shit.
Oh, it's just for the sake of it, because of the month, or because of like the last part.
Yeah.
That's what I got from that. Yeah.
Some people can showcase their clips because there's like a featured clips tab on your Twitch page you can use to show off your horror game clips. Pretty sure my most popular clip on my channel is still from Dead Space 1.
I've probably seen it, but I gotta like look again.
It's the one where I accidentally couldn't back out of the menu at a certain point. I got just fucking cleaved in half by a big old machine.
I did see that.
I was trying to fly away, and Dooney lost her shit laughing.
And I'm yelling at you.
What?
Yeah, I knew Casey was it. Well, actually, both of our best clips involve Casey yelling at us, because I'm pretty sure that mine is the strike and charge.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right. Holy shit, you're right.
That's so funny to me. Oh my god. Because mine was the striker's charge clip on the field, where like where things could come across. Well, I mean, of course you won't get chopped in half in a Mario game, but like you get flung off the sides. I don't know if like Tenchi or anybody was there, seeing that live. It might have been like McDonald's or somebody in chat saying something about it. But that was. That's definitely one of my favorite clips, if not my favorite clip from that. I think it like perfectly encapsulates like the chaotic side of like how my streams can be, but it was still kind of like it was before a whole bunch of swearing came about, but it still captures how chaotic and like our chemistry, because I'm just laughing and you're just fussing about. You just sat there and watched Distracted. What is wrong with you?
I do remember that.
And I'm just laughing. You said you remember that, man?
Yeah, I remember seeing that in that clip because I wasn't there for it, but I did watch the clip and I thought that was pretty funny.
It was funny.
Nostalgic Preston also said Minish Cap. Minish Cap was also really fun. I really liked Minish Cap. Capcom's take on doing a Zelda game was very interesting. One of the definitely better top-down Zelda games, in my opinion.
Dodged right away. Okay, start of you. You just want smoking every way.
Phantom Hourglass, I did like. I think what really held it back from being like a good top-down Zelda game was just like the system it was on, and you were forced to use the touchscreen for basically everything. To move Link around, to swing your sword, to do like the whole boomerang tracking thing. That was an interesting, like that was cool. Like, oh yeah, you can just do its trajectory, actually control where the boomerang goes when you throw it. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like other than that, like being forced
it's really not surprising at all that it's yet another Nintendo game that could have been really good but got completely and utterly ruined by a really stupid gimmick.
Yeah, I feel like if they were to like remaster that game and just do it like the way they did, like, I don't fucking know, like Link's Awakening or some shit, that remake, it'd be a pretty solid top-down Zelda game.
I haven't heard necessarily bad things, but I've definitely heard criticisms of that new Zelda game that came out.
I don't
know if it's come out yet, but I guess some people. I know some people. Okay. A criticism I hear about it is that it's just way too easy because Zelda's way too broken. I've heard that Zelda. I'm not just basing that off the speculation. Now that it's come out, I've heard a ton of people talking about like this game's really easy because Zelda's just broken.
Yeah, Zelda is kind of broken from what I've seen in the trailers because like it's supposed to be like another slightly like open worldish Zelda because you can just kind of just go wherever you want, assuming you have the fucking things to do it. Kind of like Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds. Is if you have the funds or means to get
Well,
there.
I mean, pretty much all the top-down Zeldas are open world or semi-open world. No, I'd consider them open world. I know Link to the Past I'd consider an open world game.
Yeah, I think the one that's probably the most linear, with how you have to do. Oh, you were so close.
I was.
I think probably the most like linear one would probably be Minish Cap, if anything. Minish Cap and the DS Zelda games. But that's just because they kind of had to be, I guess. And I think the Game Boy ones were too. I don't know. I've never played the Oracle games. I want to though. Spirit Tracks, I know. I heard that one's pretty fucking difficult. But I think part of that is mostly just because of how fucking, of course the system it was on. Phantom Hourglass, was difficult, but, not as difficult because it was an easier game for that playstyle. And then Nintendo's like, alright, they've had their chance to get used to this playstyle. Here's a hard one. I tell you, Tears of the Kingdom is a lot harder than Breath of the Wild. Just because of how the weapons are now. And plus, there's like
That's saying something, because Breath of the Wild is pretty tough at the start of the game. Damn near everything can one-shot you.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, shit still can one-shot you, but like the thing is, like with the weapons in the game is all like
you don't have
weapons.
the OP bombs anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, the bombs are
And
gone.
all the weapons on the surface are garbage because of some lore bullshit, which is just annoying. I love how instead of fixing the issues of the first game or doing something to make it better, they just decide to double down and make it worse in classic Nintendo fashion. There's a reason I don't like those guys.
Oh god. Oh, and Tenchi, you were saying so. Feel bad I used 7 oats money in Battle League. Don't feel bad about that. take that win in glory. Not make them suffer.
Yes.
I thought I'm not gonna lie.
cried.
I thought Juan said supper. I thought you said supper, Juan.
Make them supper. Yep.
Yeah.
Make them a nice
I thought he was
ravioli
saying,
supper.
"Hey, you beat their ass so bad, make them some supper. Make it right." I
So
thought that's
basically-
what you were saying.
So basically,
Nope,
was saying that he
supper.
cooked them.
It's like back in the day where you'd beat a man's ass and then you buy him a beer afterwards.
What?
There's no way you ever heard of that, Darsheen. That's like a classic, like old school man thing to do, like in a bar. When two guys would get into a bar fight, you beat a man's ass, and after you beat his ass, you buy the man a beer.
I can't say I've heard that before.
You are uncultured.
I am.
You are truly uncultured. I've had
gotta
enough
say, I don't think
making
I've ever-
references with you.
I gotta say, I don't think I've ever heard that one before either.
There you go.
Really? That's like an old school thing. Oh, you probably y'all losers. That's why.
We're losers now,
Bruh.
bruh. Okay, Starly just wants to smoke. She's just going, like, it's just going towards the tornadoes. Okay, never mind. It flew away. Why is this so hard?
Get to that grass.
I'm trying my best. God!
Alright, stay down. I was gonna say stay down. Just stay down. Hopefully it doesn't see you anymore.
Wait, what's hitting me?
Alright, you're good. You're good.
Am I burned or something?
Yeah, you're burned. Get the fuck back down.
Careful, Darsheen. You might get Juan's version of the clip I had with the tractor and stuff if you don't watch yourself.
Wait for him to come back up. He should be coming back up anytime soon. If not, wait until he turns around and see if there's a patch of grass down there you can get to when he's not looking.
This is so intense.
Down on that hill, from where you're closest to. Okay.
Good. I got spotted.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna see if like you could come down to that grass patch right there, but
there is
Yeah,
no
spotted.
grass patches here.
you were literally just looking at that one right there.
The one I was already in?
No, the one right there in front of your face. Turn around a little bit.
What grass patch? are
What
you
grass
talking
patch?
This
That
little
one
grass.
right there.
Where?
Hey,
That's the
one,
tree.
long grass,
left.
long
To your left.
grass.
This
All
patch
you
of
have to
grass?
say is long grass. Yeah, it won. If you had said long grass, he'd have picked it up instantly. Instead of saying, "Hey, look at that grass patch," when he's in a field full of grass.
Yeah, because like he
All you
was
had to do
over
was say long
there.
grass.
Like that wouldn't have made any sense if I was over here, because his homie was over there anyway. Like he was way over here. That wouldn't have done anything. I don't know.
Man, we just roasted Juan so good he ain't even saying nothing. We just
Stop.
shut that man down. We just shut that man down.
This in front of him wants to kill
I
me.
feel like it should have been kind of explanatory because clearly you would have been open in the regular grass.
Nah, man.
You should've just
No,
said
man.
look
No,
left,
we don't want to hear.
literally.
We don't want to hear your damn excuses. You did a shitty job explaining. Take the L. Take the L. Like bitches do.
No, you didn't. No, you were just saying take the L, and you were just saying like, hold on. God damn it.
Okay.
Wait a
Finally. Jesus.
Why are you level 70?
Man, I would suffer so much in this game because the moment I saw any Pokemon, I'm immediately gonna try to pull out an assault rifle, and I'm gonna be puzzled as to why I can't pull it out.
Why?
Cause Power Rolled.
Oh God.
It's especially satisfying when
hit
you
it.
get like a single shot rifle and you just start sniping them in the head from a distance.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Alright, that's good enough. Any other move and you'd be killing it.
Right, we're not killing
Start
them.
chucking balls at them.
Gotta be safer than sorry. Oh, and see. Ooh, there we go. First try.
There you go.
Hey, you got them on your first try.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You got ugly, legendary, ugly Gen 5 Pokemon. It's ugly, like most Pokemon are.
Oh God. So that's why you said that you wouldn't that you wouldn't smash.
Exactly. Also, I ain't into that bestiality shit.
Into that bestiality shit. Yo, more bits here?
Hey, 50 bits!
Yo,
Can't
thank
believe
you,
Tenchi's
Tenchi.
sharing his bits with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tenchi, for the bits.
You know, that's when bros get the closest, is when they're comfortable sharing their bits with each other.
He made
Trying
it
to
weird.
get Doorman to share his bits with us, but he didn't want to.
Yeah, he won't share, like me and Juan, we share our bits with each other all the time, but Doorman, he just won't join in on it.
Hell are y'all on about?
Scared or insecure, I don't know what the issue is.
Are your bits small, Doorman? It's okay.
I mean, we got some pretty big bits on us, like, we're not gonna make fun of you if your bits are small, dude.
No.
I'm trying so hard to keep it straight, and then at the end I just broke. I was trying so hard to keep it straight.
I deal with this every day, guys.
Wind Waker's all-time favorite.
It's
defeated
funny,
the hand
Juan,
like
it's
person.
funny, Juan, it's funny that we make this joke, but you and I know goddamn well that his bits tower over ours.
Oh my lord. Oh, and Tenchi was saying earlier about when you were saying Casey that he also never heard of that before. So yeah, kind of 3 against 1 on that one. On that old saying. Of
Wind
the-
Waker's a good
the
game.
weird-
I like Wind Waker, but I feel like there was a complaint I had with it that I said I can't remember what it was, which achieves it from being great. It's just like,
Even HD?
yeah, even HD. I think it's still how annoying the Triforce quest is.
Oh, really? So, I mean, I heard that they'd streamlined it well enough to it wasn't that big of a deal anymore.
Like,
but
they
I haven't
they
actually
mostly-
beaten that
they
game
shortened it.
myself.
They shortened it to where it was a bit better, but it was still kind of just like, oh, I don't know what my problem is. Even if you know where exactly, like, if you remember where the hell, like, a Triforce piece is, you can't get it to spawn. You have to find the Triforce map for it, take it to Tingle, and then pay them
Oh,
the
I
absurd amount of
see.
money.
Yeah, I
in
know.
order
Yeah, no,
to-
Wind Waker, there are a ton of video games that do exactly that kind of thing right there, and I can't stand it. Because it won't let you do things in hindsight.
Oh,
And I
Yeah.
can't stand that. I cannot
I
stand
hate
it when
that
games are designed to where you can't do anything in hindsight.
That happened to me
because
on
it
stream.
makes replays a huge pain in the ass.
That happened to me on stream because like I remembered where a specific Triforce piece was at, and I think it was the one that was on the ghost ship, and the ghost ship just wouldn't spawn for me, and I wouldn't understand why because I know where it spawns at certain times of day and what moon, and it found out that I needed a specific, I needed to get the fucking Triforce chart for the ghost ship to appear, and just so I had to get that thing, and then I had to have Tingle decipher it, which cost me like 400 or 500 goddamn rupees, which was annoying. And I was just like, "You're stuck on the Triforce quest." Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, and just like I had to do all that just so I can actually get it to spawn and appear, just so I can get that piece of Triforce. And that same thing goes for ones that spawn where you have to fish for them.
Man.
I mean, like
you have
as
to
far as
find
like
the-
Zelda stuff, as far as Zelda stuff goes, that's probably amongst the worst of it. But stuff like that in general is why I don't like Zelda. Like,
That's
sure,
really-
it's not always that bad. No, it's not. It's not really the only exception. Zelda is littered with bullshit like that. Every single
I'm
one
talking
of them
about
is
in
littered
that
with hideous,
specific-
obnoxious bullshit like
in
that.
that specific case in itself, it's really the only one that requires you to do shit like that. Like that in that specific kind of case. Wind Waker's the only one that makes you do that. Twilight Princess? I like Twilight Princess. A lot of people hate on Twilight Princess. I mean, artistically, it's
I
aged
think
very
it was
poorly.
more so. I think that's more so when it first came out. I hear nothing but amazing things about Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's favorite Zelda game is Twilight Princess. I think it was mostly just when it came out.
Yeah, because it was Wind Waker a lot of people hated back in the day because it wasn't the...
Well, I know Wind Waker wasn't received well when it first came out, but it was the same. I
think Twilight Princess was
I know for sure
poorly at first.
when Twilight Princess first came out, it was received much more poorly than what it's been received today.
I think it was because when it first came out on the Wii, when it was originally supposed to be a GameCube game. It launched with the Wii, and then like a couple months later, it came out on the GameCube.
Wait, what did? Oh, Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I'd rather play that on a GameCube controller.
I think that's how a lot of people feel about that one. Because wasn't this kind of the same thing with Skyward Sword or in reverse? It was supposed to be GameCube, but it came out on the Wii.
No.
Okay,
Skyward Sword's way past GameCube days.
Oh, okay. So it was meant for it because of the motion control, like littered control scheme. Gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, even if the motion controls are good with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, I just don't like the Wii Remote or the Nunchuck. I want an actual controller, not that gimmicky bullshit.
Honestly, when it came to the Wii, when it came to like sword and motion controls, it was a lot better on Twilight Princess than it was on Skyward Sword on the Wii.
That's kind of ironic.
Because Skyward Sword asked for more precise slicing, which the Wii could barely handle, but on Twilight Princess, you could just kind of just shake your sword around and it was perfectly fine. And then
The Wii could actually, maybe your sensor bar wasn't head up. As far as like, I don't like motion controls at all, but like, if we're being honest, as far as the motion controls for the Wii goes, they're pretty damn good. Like, you could get pretty precise with them. So if you're having a really hard time precision, I'm willing to bet maybe there's something about the way you had your bar set up.
no, it was mostly just
messing
with
that
the sword play, because aiming was perfectly fine when it came to both Twilight Princess and like the beetle in Skyward Sword and the bow and arrow in Skyward Sword. It was
But
just
it sounds to
sword
me
play.
like it wasn't. It sounds to me like it wasn't a result of the Wii not being able to handle it. It just sounds like they didn't do a very good job implementing that.
Yeah, that's why I say if you're gonna play Skyward Sword, just play the HD remaster, because it uses gyro controls. I mean, technically Skyward Sword does too, but and sure you have to resync it a lot because it kind of goes finicky all the time. But you can easily sync it with like a push of a button instead of having to like set it down and wait for it to calibrate itself. but it's fun. I think Skyward Sword's still, a pretty decent game. Artistically, it still kind of holds up pretty well. I love the music in Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword had fucking phenomenal music, especially its main theme. The Ballad of the Gods, or Goddess, was fucking just a great track. But most Nintendo games usually have really good music anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Even if some of the games are pretty subpar, they have really good music. Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but man, a lot of their games kind of blow. BDSP.
I gotta still.
I'm sorry, when you
Play
say
my whole
BDSP, I immediately think BDSM.
Please
Bro.
don't do this. Don't do this. I don't know what they were thinking when they had. Actually, no, not even them. The community just kind of made that the shortened name for it, and then.
Oh, it's because it's Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That's why.
Well, yeah, that. But then somebody, caught on, and they made the shorthand, and then everybody was like, "This looks like what this could be." And,
I mean, they do that for like every single game, because Red, Blue, Yellow is RBY, Gold, Silver, Crystals GCS, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald is RSE, Fire, Leaf Green is FRGL, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum is DPPT, Black and White is BW, Black 2, White 2 is B2, W2, XY is just XY, Sun and Moon was SM, Sun and Moon, US, UM, and then fucking Sword and Shield was SWSH.
I'm not sure if you were just like listing them all literally, just kind of like giving the breakdown,
I'm
or you
I'm
like,
listing them off literally.
okay, because like,
But like that's what they're all officially like shortened as for people so people don't have to spell out the entire fucking game. They do that. Like Scarlet and Violet is just SV,
oh yeah, definitely.
and then Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is BDSP for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
No, right. I was just picking that case for like.
What's everyone's favorite Pokemon game? Top down. I mean, pretty much all of the Pokemon games are top down, except for like Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, and some bits of like Sword and Shield. Mostly like most of the recent games. So Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, and Legends Arceus. So I mean, because third person 3D is still relatively new for Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Pokemon game in general is Emerald. It's like the enhanced version of the first Pokemon game I ever played, being Sapphire. And while this next game isn't my exact favorite, I do specifically think it's still the best game in the series, being Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah. I probably gotta still give it to as far as like the classic games. Let's see. I guess because of how much time was put into it, probably my original Pokemon Yellow. But if not Yellow, then Pokemon Diamond for me, because I just spent so much time in those when I was a kid.
It's funny how after like all the Gen 1 pandering we've gotten over the years, everyone just kind of realized, wow, Gen 1 kind of sucks and is very unbalanced. Even in like today's standards, like there's just not a lot for like whatever. Like if you want a ghost type, there's only one ghost type, being Gengar, and it's weak to psychic type Pokemon. And in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow, there was a error where instead of being super effective to ghosts or super effective to psychic types, psychics were just immune to ghost type moves.
Wait, that's weird. What?
Yeah,
They were
so
immune
originally
to
ghost type moves, yes, psychics were supposed to be weak to ghost type Pokemon, but there was an error in the game where instead of being weak to it, it was immune to it by accident.
That is a
The psychic types
glaring
in
error.
Gen 1, in every single Gen 1 game, they're still like the most overpowered type because they don't have any good counters. The bug types in Gen 1 are very weak. Like and the original Red, Blue, Yellow games and Fire, Leaf, Green, the best bug types were Scyther and Pinsir, but they didn't learn any bug type moves.
Oh my god, what's the
And
point?
they were still really not any good bug type moves to begin with. Hell, in Gen 1, the best bug type move was Twin Needle, and the only Pokemon that could learn that was either Jolteon or Beedrill. Jolteon wasn't that great in Gen 1, and Beedrill is also Poison type in a very early stage Pokemon, so it already gets floored by Sabrina's Alakazam.
Oh, then we got a list here for them.
Bro
the
basically
first one.
listed all of the Pokemon
That's
games.
basically all the Pokemon games. Crystal, Emerald, Platinum. Would Coliseum really be considered? So I guess kind of with top down, but not. Like
Bro chose Pokemon Channel.
not channel. Ultramoon, channel, Trozy.
Troze was basically like a precursor to like what the fuck was the Pokemon Shuffle?
That's not even really a top down game. That's just kind of a side. That's just kind of a
That's
spin-off.
just the side game, yeah.
Oh jeez, it just kind of ran. It just kind of bumped into me. It's like, hey, you're my way.
What area? Open up your map. What area?
Oh, there's the Alakazam.
I was gonna say there should be an Alpha Alakazam. Sneak up on it. It might teleport.
Okay, this thing doesn't want me to sneak anywhere.
I can't remember if that one specifically teleports, but get rid of that Luxio if you have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because it just wanted to fight.
See, I like Crystal, but there's one huge flaw with Pokemon Crystal. For some reason, Ampharos is not in the game.
That is weird.
Who?
Ampharos.
Who?
Literally the best electric type in the game, aside from Raikou, is not in the game. Because early on, you can catch a Mareep in the game and evolve it into an Ampharos. And it's like one of the key Pokemon you'd want to have in a Johto playthrough, and it's just not in Crystal. And the only other way to get a decent electric type is hope that the odd egg you get from the daycare couple and by Goldenrod City either hatches a Pichu or an Elekid. And there's reasons why those aren't even really that great either, because Pichu, it's a friendship evolution to Pikachu. And then after that, you have to find a specific trainer, beat them in a battle, get their phone number from them, and wait for them to call you, and hope that the phone call they give to you is the one saying, isn't them just blathering about bullshit or wanting a rematch, and that they want a they want to give you a gift, being that specific item you want. And then for Elekid, you could teach it Thunder Punch, which is a decent move, but one, Elekid doesn't evolve until level 30, so you just have just an Elekid that really can't do too much because it's still a baby Pokemon, so its attacking power isn't that great. I would say when that thing turns around, I'd say that's when I'd say run up and try to just throw a Pokemon. Actually, you might be able to just throw a Pokemon at it now. Yeah, there you go. And if you want a move like Thunderbolt on there, because there is no move relearner in that game, so you can't learn moves from before you evolve Pokemon or moves that you missed out on, you have to wait for it to hit level 41 as an Elekid, which is basically Elite Four time around that time, for it to finally learn Thunder Punch, and then it can finally evolve by...
I'm sorry, what game is level 41 Elite Four time?
That's actually what I'm thinking about too now, because that's not
that's
That's
Johto.
low.
Yeah,
okay,
that's Johto.
second generation, maybe that makes sense, but still, even then, that's probably why I destroyed the Elite Four, because I don't care what game it is, I sure as hell am not finding the Elite Four with level 40 Pokemon.
Same, yeah.
I mean...
Even if they only have
because that's because Gen 2 was designed poorly. They had this bit that everyone praises, where like, oh, it's open after this gym, you can go and challenge whatever gym you want. So the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th gym leader are all similar in level. or mostly the 5th, 6th, and 7th gym leader are all similar in level, albeit 1 or 2 levels. Because once you get Gain to Surf, you can go challenge any one of those gym leaders first. But with them being all that and all the trainers being like pathetically weak, like in the low to mid 20s that entire time, by the time you make it to Claire's gym, she's got damn near level 39, like 839 Pokemon, and you're sitting there with early 30s Pokemon.
Oh, because the trainers and stuff you're fighting up until their point aren't giving you enough XP to be on her level.
Yeah, no, because
so it's a grindier game than the other Pokemon games because you don't get those XP naturally like you would with the others.
Yeah, like
you
when
have
you
to go
fight
out of your
Will,
way and grind for it.
When you fight Will, which is the first Elite Four member in Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, he's like in the 40, like the early 40s range too. But like once you make it to Lance, the champion, he's got like level 50 Dragonites. He has 3 of them.
Yeah,
you hatched a shiny Cleffa in Crystal version? Man, I feel bad for you. You hatched one of the worst 2 shinies in Crystal version.
Oh no.
I actually had in my VGC virtual console version of Pokemon Crystal, the Elekid I used in my playthrough was a shiny. But yeah, back to the Elekid rant. You have to wait until level 41, which is damn near Elite Four time, for it to learn Thunderbolt. So you have to keep it as an Elekid, as a baby Pokemon, basically the entire Johto playthrough, until it can actually learn a decent electric move. Because Thunder Punch is good, but on a baby Pokemon, it's not that fucking great. After a while. And then like the only other electric type option you have is maybe, I don't even know if you can even catch Chinchou or Lantern in regular Crystal version, so that might be off the table. You chose Voltorb as electric Pokemon. Finally took Claire's Swinub, Icy, Wind, and Poliwrath Ice. Yeah, see, with Voltorb, you can catch like a Voltorb or an Electrode by thing, but like if you're playing it in regular Crystal version, it doesn't learn any electric moves by level up. It just has regular normal type moves like Sonic Boom and Self-Destruct. And not like you can teach it Thunder Punch because it has no arms. And then, of course, there's Raikou, but you have a slight chance of maybe running into that before it's Elite Four time. And if you want to catch it with a Master Ball, you have to wait until before you fight the Elite Four anyways for you to get yourself a Master Ball so you can catch it. So you just got to hope you're really lucky with Great Balls at a specific point in the game in order to actually catch a Raikou.
Huh. You want to hear something really fucking funny about this Jet Set Radio port I have on Steam? I just clicked on it. On the reviews. You know what the first review I see is that's negative? You know what it says?
Oh,
0.3 hours into the game? I can't find LT on my keyboard. Literally unplayable. You stupid motherfucker.
What?
He can't find the left trigger button that would be on a controller on his keyboard. This idiot did not know. This idiot did not know.
Let's not do this to this person.
No, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Caught Raikou in gold with a fastball.
You caught Raikou in gold with a fastball. Yeah, but that's in gold. I'm talking about in crystal. Plus, you have to be really lucky for it to get it. If you don't catch it, it runs away.
Oh man, that was risky at all.
Because Raikou, Entei, and Crystal are roaming legendaries.
Oh, okay. So like you said, like if you try to catch it,
if you use a move, it'll run away. If you throw a Pokeball at it and it breaks out, it'll run away, and then you have to keep finding it.
That's aggravating.
And just like the other things I was telling you about earlier, it's just like you have to do all this fucking jumping through hoops shit just to get a decent electric type. Just because they took fucking Mareep out of the game.
That should have hit me, but okay. Wait, why? Yeah, well, yeah. You said it. You said the Ampharos. So yeah, Marie is like, well, that's the whole evolution line. Why they take? Well, I guess well, you wouldn't know why, but like, why would they felt like they needed to take out just the specific Pokemon like that's considered the best electric type, like in normal cases.
Probably they added Pichu and Elekid in the thing in the odd egg group, so they can, oh, there's 2 electric types they can choose from in here. But like I said, you still have to go through all this bullshit just in order to make it decent.
Man,
And you have to deal with them being baby Pokemon for a while, one being a friendship evolution, and then you have to get a Thunderstone from a trainer who has to call you and tell you that they got a Thunderstone. And then the other one, you have to wait for it to get a certain level just to learn Thunderbolt, because there's no move relearner or anything, so even if you evolve before, you have to wait, because Elekid normally evolves at level 30.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, like, basically stop it from evolving, like, 11 times.
wait, is it 11 times?
Yeah, because at level 41, it learns Thunderbolt by level up.
And
if you evolve it into an Electabuzz before that, you don't get Thunderbolt.
what?
Yeah, because it's not like the newer games where you can just learn moves that you missed out on.
Oh, that's so dumb.
What if that's just how old Pokemon games were?
Well, that's just how old games were in general.
You just couldn't get the good.
Just assholes.
You just
Yeah.
couldn't get the good stuff until you
That's
had
why I
to
say, like,
jump
if you're ever playing, that's why Heart Gold Soul Silver made it so where you can actually use a fucking Mareep in the game.
Fair enough.
That's why I say if you're ever playing Gen 2 Pokemon, just play Gold or Silver.
Yeah,
But
I
honestly,
got you.
there's no reason to play any of the old versions of the game anyways. Just play Heart Gold Soul Silver. They're phenomenally better games. They still have that really shitty fucking level curve that Gold Silver Crystal has after the 4th gym, where you just all the trainers are like super weak and they just don't give you enough experience.
Man.
But at least it's still a better game.
You get that much. That is very true.
That's why I'm just saying, like, if you ever play fucking Kanto, just either A, play Fire Leaf Green, or if you want fucking a better experience. Honestly, I think Let's Go is honestly the preferred way to play Kanto nowadays. Sure, it has that strapped on, like, oh, you have to catch Pokemon with, like, the motion thing, as if you're throwing a Pokeball, like in Pokemon Go or whatever, because it's a Let's Go game. But outside of that mechanic alone,
Probably, yeah, like you said,
everything
like the
else
strongest
about
way to
Let's Go
play.
is completely better. Aside from the rival.
Rival too friendly for you?
No, the rival's too weak for me.
Oh, that.
Why literally one of his Pokemon only has one move.
What?
Yeah.
That shows I didn't get far enough to know that. What in the world?
Let me look up his, because they Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee are like different timeline versions of Yellow. So instead of you playing as Red against Blue, you're playing as your character against, I don't even remember your fucking character's your rival's name. I think it was like Tristan.
Oh god, Quilava, you're facing through the wall. Okay.
Tristan, youngster Tristan is the
Is
the
it?
character is one of the champion Pokemon or champion teams you can fight in Sun and Moon.
Whoa, random. Is that a Shinx or a Luxray? What the? No, or Luxio.
It's a Luxio, Alpha Luxio.
Yeah. It's probably like level 30 at best, though, so it's like not really a huge
I don't
threat.
know his rival's name.
Okay, I lied. It's level 40. Oh, it does a whole force field thing. Okay.
Your rival's name.
Wait, why did I throw out the?
I think I gave my rival a different name, but I think you can teach it whatever. So
What are you about to say?
When I'm talking about Tristan's team,
Mhm.
not Tristan. I don't know his fucking name. The rivals name in Let's Go.
I can't think of the name either. Full heal. You send them in with loud charge. Oh Jesus! And that still paralyzes me. Focuses. Psy Shield Bash.
Move you want to use in you want to use that in speed agile style 20 times.
That's a Stantler thing.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
to
it
evolve it
is.
into Weird Deer.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it wasn't only one move. It's his Raichu, which is one of his Pokemon. Oh, actually no. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all of his Pokemon have like 3 moves.
That's still really bad. What? Why?
His
Why?
Raichu only knows Thunder, Quick Attack, and Iron Tail.
At what point in the game? Like the first encounter?
This is the end of the game.
What? Oh no, they did that man dirty.
Pidgeot has Quick Attack, Air Slash, and Heat Wave.
It's a very.
His Marowak has Fire Punch, Brick Break, and but what is this moveset?
What?
What the fuck?
Brick Break? What was it? Brick Break, Fire Punch,
And Bone Meringue.
and
Like sure
Bone Array.
that's Marowak's like signature move,
Yeah.
but like you could have at least gave it like Dig or Earthquake. Come on.
Job.
That's like my only problem with Let's Go is just the rival.
No, I get it now. Cause like what?
Other than that, the game is great. Like everything about it visually, it's probably the best looking Switch game, or the best looking Switch Pokemon game on Switch.
Mhm. Yeah, they
Because
did go for a
as much
super
as I love
realistic,
like Legends
art style.
Arceus or Scarlet and Violet, they are rough to look at.
Yeah, they went with the simpler. Cause see, with Let's Go and Brilliant Diamond Shining and Pearl, they went with the more like traditional looks to them, where it was a bit more of the. It was a bit more cartoony. It was a bit more of the. Trying to think of like how to describe the art style. It's
Like it did like a sub chibi kind of style,
yeah, that.
because that's what like X and Y and Oros did.
Mhm.
And then BDSP did like all the way chibi. Like, okay, it was kind of cute, but like, don't do what BDSP did.
Don't do what they did.
Everybody, it's funny because everybody bitched about how they were tired of Game Freak making the game, and then they were like, okay, fine, here, Ilka will make the game. And then once Ilka made the game, they're like, Game Freak, I'm sorry.
Of course.
Mystery Dungeon was fun, except Sky Dungeon was long and Aegis Cave was annoying and Sky. Yeah. Certain things like that where if it just goes on too long, it's just very like ugh. They're not fun anymore. Okay, here's another thing. As much as I love Pokemon Emerald, and I will say, I do enjoy the Battle Frontier from time to time, but for all the people who, reminisce and saying that they want the Battle Frontier back or they loved doing the Battle Frontier all the time back in the day as a kid. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No,
I barely touched the Battle Frontier as a kid, and I played Pokemon religiously.
Just like no, you
And-
don't. Stop lying to yourself.
You are not an 8-year-old making competitively viable teams just to make it through it. Because even when you make competitively viable teams, the Battle Frontier is just bullshit. Especially the Battle Tower. The Battle Tower AI cheats.
Like literally.
Literally, they will. Like, there are some times where like some of the trainers will just hit one-hit KO moves every single time.
Oh nah.
I've seen a trainer in the Battle Tower use Protect 3 times in a row. That's not even possible.
Not them breaking Pokemon logic. Was I even trying to catch any more on Dustox? Yeah. I'm in the Floral Gardens, right? Yeah.
3 battle frontier.
Well,
Getting all the
kinda.
gold symbols in the battle frontier is not something I'd wish on my worst enemy. Because I currently am taking a hiatus still from Pokemon Emerald because I'm doing the battle frontier, and I think I only have like 3 silver symbols, and I still need to get 3 gold symbols. I still need to get all gold symbols in the game. Yeah, you might want to go to that.
Yeah, baby. Skadoosh. Oh god. Steelix just kind of appeared.
You have one?
I don't know. I do apparently. It was like I saw a little icon show up.
Pyramid was kind of fun. The Pike was pretty easy. The Dojo was interesting, but also kind of bullshit. You don't have time for setting up. You just have time to just KO because all the battles are over in 3 moves, and they just grade you upon that. Battle Tower cheats. I will say probably the most interesting one is the one where you can use rental Pokemon. But if you're not doing open level, or whatever it is, you're kind of stuck with weak Pokemon if you're trying to do the level 51. The factory, yeah, that's what it was called. Battle Factory is probably the most interesting one. Catch that, Eevee.
Yep. It's level 55 Eevee. We definitely gotta get that. You know what? Match 55. Oh god, Haunter, why? Dry focus. We're just gonna try to throw Ultra Ball at it.
You don't like Conquest? I mean, not many people did like Conquest. I actually never played a Conquest. All I know is basically just like if a Pokemon game played like Fire Emblem.
That's basically what it is.
That's the impression I got from it, at least.
I've heard that same description of it from somebody. I feel like my man Sexy Chew said that's how it basically is. That Conquest is basically Pokemon Fire Emblem. Nice, got both of them. Let's go. All the leveling up, baby. Love it. Alright, so Great Dust. Vaporeon's I would think a special attacker.
Yeah. It's also special defensive as well. Pokepark? I don't really care for Pokepark.
I loved Pokepark when I was a kid. I still
I liked it when I was younger, and I've talked about this before in a past stream. If you take like your nostalgia goggles off and look at it for what it really is, it's just mindless. Just play games of tag, and maybe like a race here or there. That's pretty much all it is.
But it's adorable though.
Well, yeah, for like 20 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
It's like one of those games where you pop in for 20 minutes, you're like, yeah, that was a great time, but if you play for any more longer than that, you're just kind of like, okay. Or like if you're trying to like beat like the entire story in one sitting, which isn't that long, but it's just kind of like you're just sitting there like, okay, yeah, you're literally just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
This was a mistake. Yeah, I'm running away from this. Oh god. Dude, what is happening? Oh, it's gone? Man. Well, I got a couple things out of that. Something
You
is good.
Thunderbolted and Electabuzz. Nice.
And then suddenly back at level 3. Oh wait, what person did you mean as in Pokepart? You Thunderbolt Electabuzz? Extra, yeah, Electabuzz? I've caught Driftlings, so I don't really need this. I was just going to it because it was like throwing stuff at me from afar, so I'm like, I'm gonna approach you. Oh god. I heard like the sound, like wind was coming. It's okay then. Wait, my apricorn is full? Did I lose the apricorn when I like died earlier? Cause I could have sworn I had like hundreds of apricorn. Unless I put it in storage.
You mean Pummel-Stones?
No, I mean apricorns.
Like actual Apricorns?
Cause it's saying it's full, but I
Yeah,
could
you
have
probably
swore.
put them in storage.
Yeah.
That or you made other Pokeballs last time you were on stream.
I did make Pokeballs like 10 minutes ago too, so there's probably that. But I just thought I had like hundreds of those things. Or like dozens of them at least. I probably either lost them or
Why
I
don't you
probably...
head back to Jubilife Town or whatever village? I don't know why I said town. And I'm pretty sure there's still other missions you can accept from Laviton's board. And
Oh
I believe
yeah.
2 of them is one will be like for Darkrai and one will be for Shaman, if I remember correctly. Because you already did the Manaphy one. I figured you get those out of the way. Just accept the rest of those.
Okay. That'll give me some direction for
Yeah, plus you still have the 2 other forces of nature to catch as well. One's in the Alabaster Icelands and the other one's in the Cobalt Coastlands.
It wanted up its arms to KO me, and oh, it said yes. Pokepart. Ah, gotcha. I still didn't make room for. Oh well. Yeah, I'll go into the camp. I was trying to go, but it was like, nope, you can't go to the camp when you're being targeted. Yeah, let's go ahead and report and stuff. Yeah, going to Levin's board will be good, for us to have some direction for next
Yeah, because
time.
I know when I told you to go there the first time, you didn't accept all the missions on there, so I wasn't sure if you had accepted the Darkrai and Shaman one.
You made some new observations. Let's have a look then. Most illuminating. So Cyndaquil, doing some things, evolving into a Quilava, something for Rowlet, probably from last stream or last time. It's kind of lurking, not lurking. Magia, grinding. That's the word. Drifloon, Beautifly, Eevee, Alakazam, Stantler, something.
It hit me a thunder. Are you having a stroke, Preston?
Don't. I think he's talking about Pokepart still.
I don't know.
Blows up. Golbat, Mr. Mime, Flareon. What did I do with Flareon? Did I catch a Flareon? Or see a Flareon? It's so weird. I guess it was in a rift.
Just move your thing over and it'll tell you what you did with Flareon.
Is that I caught? Because it's caught.
You've seen it use Flamethrower, seen it use an Edge Style move, caught one.
Cool.
Didn't you evolve one into a Flareon not too long ago?
Oh, I did. You're right.
Probably what it was, because you did that back in the village last time.
I did.
During your last stream.
So I just haven't reported stuff since then. What the was? Flareon, Fluviporeon, Dartrix, Quilava, and then Landorus. So cool. I like how it just has the one way over at the corner. It's like it's only one of these. You're not gonna get anything else of this.
Yeah, because it's legendary. You only get the one.
It was like the return to the village. Yeah, it's talking Pokepart. I like Pokeathlon, Heart Gold, my favorite part. I've heard of that.
Well, I knew you were talking about Poke Park, Preston. It's just the way you were saying it. It winded up its arms, KO me. It hit me a thunder. That's why I asked if you were having a stroke.
It was just the segmented way you were saying the things that were happening. Like it was just the phrasing was. It didn't have any context. That's what he's saying. He threw him off. But I'm going ahead and be saving.
Are you quitting? Are you shutting down for the night? Like weak man?
Like weak man.
I'll be weak tonight because I got work tomorrow.
I wish I had work tomorrow.
Oh,
I have
man,
no money.
Oh, same.
Oh no.
Cause I'm a broke ass bitch. Yeah, but you like Pokeathlon, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, but the Pokeathlon and Heart Gold, Soul Silver is pretty cool.
Nah, I believe in y'all. Y'all will have the monies sooner rather than later. That's not the right button. Just kind of hello, and keep on going.
Darshin, you were saving the game.
I did.
Why are you still moving?
I was going to the pasture to see if I can switch some stuff around. 'Cause I kept getting bodied. Just switching it up.
Why would you do this after saving your game and not before?
It's called multiple saving.
No, I don't believe in that. You're wrong.
Okay. Actually, in hindsight, I think I should probably just keep all these in here because I gotta do the agile style move that you said for Stantler. Quilava gotta still evolve into Typhlosion. Dartrix into the Decidueye. Glameow into Perugly, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll actually keep this team around. We save again. My team. He said, "What's your team ID in Pokeathlon?" I'm not sure if he's asking all of us in general.
I think he's asking like me. I don't know, man. I'd have to go look.
I never owned a Heart Gold or Soul Silver, so I never.
Yeah,
I don't.
Soul Silver and Black were the big two Pokemon games I played and loved. I played Y, I hated it, and then I never played another Pokemon again.
Funny because Black and White nowadays is regarded as one of the better Pokemon games, especially for its story.
I mean, Black and White, I loved Black and White. Black and White and Soul Silver, loved those games. I just hated X and Y.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back to my Pokemon X in years, so maybe that.
I liked X
that
and
does
Y,
track.
especially when it first came out. I was excited to play X when I first got it.
Well, that's me.
I played
I
through
was
it.
excited.
Fairy types are busted in that game. If you have a fairy type, I mean, fairy types are still busted.
Well, fairy types were new in those games, so I guess they had to like kind of assert their dominance when they first appeared.
I think one of the things I didn't like about X and Y was the fact that like you only had access to 2 megas the entire game until post game. That being Mega Lucario and one of your mega Kanto starters. Whatever Kanto starter you chose, you got its Mega Stone, but that was basically it. So basically the entire time when I played through Pokemon X, since I didn't use the Mega Lucario you got on my team because I was using a completely different Pokemon, because my team was different. The only Mega I had access to was Mega Charizard X, and I like Mega Charizard X, but it's kind of a shame that it was the only Mega I really had access to because you couldn't get any other Megas until post game.
Okay, I get what you're saying. The limited access throughout the main story, then it's like, oh, you like this brand new concept that we introduced in this game, and let you trial run the entire game with 2 megas. Now you can have the rest of them.
Also, it's a shame that like none of the gym leaders had Mega Pokemon. Like some of the early ones, that makes sense, but like Why didn't like the 7th or 8th gym leader use megas? Or how come the Elite Four didn't use a mega?
I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Only I think in the story, the only people who use megas is Karina, who uses a Mega Lucario against the Mega Lucario you're given, and then there's Lysander, the final Team Flare battle, and then the champion.
You're right.
Your rival doesn't even use a Mega Evolution until post game.
That was a waste of opportunity because they had this whole new thing. It's like, yeah, Mega. Yo, thank you for the follow. Is that Jackson?
So another thing I will defend
Appreciate
X and Y with is a lot of people bitched about how about how little Pokemon the X and Y gym leaders had. Pokemon they had, like their teams was like, oh, Wolfric being the 8th gym leader and only have 3 Pokemon is unacceptable, blah 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 blah, and they act like Iris and what the fuck was his name, Marlin, and Black and White and Black 2 and White 2 didn't do the same damn thing.
I don't know.
Like they also only had teams of 3 Pokemon.
Yo, coming in with the hype. What's up, Jackson? Appreciate the follow. We actually are ending pretty right now ish in a few minutes. But if you want to see some more from me, I definitely intend to stream over the next few days. I've missed out on streams, missed opportunities of streaming anything Sonic leading into Generations coming out tomorrow. So gonna be streaming something. Gonna be streaming something Sonic.
Generations already come out.
I think it's technically out.
It did. It came out. Yeah, no, it came out It came out like a day or two ago. It's from what I hear, it's good. Darshman, you need to finish your Sonic marathon because you're 2 Sonic games behind. 2.
Yeah, you were doing the Sonic marathon in preparation for Frontiers,
and you did the same thing for Mario, and you haven't even touched Odyssey yet, bro.
If you're new here,
like I want to hear your opinions on these things, man. It's It's been almost 8 years. It has been almost 8 years since Odyssey came out, and you still have not played it.
Jesus
How
Christ.
How have you not snapped yet? How have you not snapped yet?
If y'all are new here, my friends roast me about not finishing things on time.
Yes, we do. We roast you about a lot of things. I mean,
Yes.
if it was one thing, if it was just like, oh, you were like a year or 2 late to the party. No, man, you're almost 8 years late to the party.
That's very fair.
And you only just recently did Sword and Shield on stream, finished, beat that game.
Like finishing it, because I started it like when it came out, like a little bit after.
You did do the post game for Sword and Shield, right? Where you did the whole Zacian and Zamazenta thing?
Yeah, I did that.
With Sword okay. You just didn't do the DLCs for the game.
Yeah, I didn't do DLCs. Yeah. That's what I was with that. Yes, I am behind on many things, but if you want to see...
Like, honestly, man, just get Frontiers, play Frontiers, play Sonic X Shadow Generations, and after you finish that, then go back to Sonic 06, and then go from there on the Sonic Marathon. Because at this point, we're gonna hit 10 years from now, 2034, and you still will not have played those games because you still trying to do them for a stream series that 10 years later you still haven't done. You procrastinating son of a bitch.
Yeah, honestly, the only reason why Doorman's still doing this is because I've been forcing him to do it.
It's true. It's 100% true. You would not have done this on your own, Doorman.
He would not have finished Legends Arceus on his own.
Because I was like, yeah, guys, I'm done. I beat the main game. Like, no, got the epilogue to do.
I was gonna say, you got an entire story for the epilogue. You had the whole Volo thing, and you still have to go get Arceus. The Pokemon and the
Man, when do I get to have Darsheen play a game that I really like, so I can force him to play it and then make him do all the things in it? Because he doesn't even like most of the games I like. I don't know if I ever get him to commit to a full series of Hollow Knight, this will be our thing, Darshman. This will be our thing.
That was one of the games I was going to say.
That's about all I've got. That's about all I've got. As far as games that I love and adore with all my heart that you haven't played, Hollow Knight's probably my best pick.
That's the game I was going to say, Hollow Knight, because I only did the one stream for it like a few years ago for my holiday series.
Right. Also, I plan on making Doorman still got to play Danganronpa. I've been free literally this entire year to do so with him.
we both just kept not saying anything about it and just kind of got away from us.
You know what? Christmas, December. Let's plan for December.
I'll say I literally
because that's when we initially. That's literally when we started it the first time, and then never did anything.
I'll
yet.
say
Was
I
the
literally
first
just said
episode?
like this December I was actually gonna do a Danganronpa playthrough because
Really?
Dorman was
Okay,
making
well, if
me-
you're gonna do your Danganronpa playthrough this December, that kind of fucks up my plans of us doing our Danganronpa playthrough this December.
For here.
Unless, of
Oh,
course, we make it till Darsheen just doesn't do it at all and he just joins your party. And he can it'll be the exact same experience. It doesn't matter who's playing, it's a visual novel.
it would just
With
kinda
like mini
be the-
games thrown in here and there. It's a visual novel. That's all
Yeah,
Danganronpa is.
Doorman wouldn't be around for a lot of plot points, I assume, because he should be showing up later, just not at all.
That's
See.
where we get the gun, man.
That's why it would be because you already played through all the games on your channel. I haven't yet, so it would make more
Yeah,
sense
but
on my
I don't
channel.
have VODs for him.
Oh,
mean
Yeah,
this
so
one,
nobody
Casey?
will ever know.
That's true too.
Yeah, that gun. You didn't hit either one of us, though.
Yummy.
So whatever bit you were trying to do, it's ruined, and just go home.
No, I just shot it off in the air.
Nice.
Oh.
Have a
Wait,
good
you
one,
didn't shoot it
Alvin.
perfectly. You didn't shoot it perfectly straight up into the air, did you?
No, I did like a
Okay.
like a
And
German.
if there,
Put on-
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
either
I
shot
would
shot
do
at
a
a German
bit.
angle.
Yep.
I would do like the whitest kid you know bit. If I had a sound effect that was just a splatter.
Oh god.
After asking that question, I'd have played it and then just left. Implying that the bullet came back down.
No, I did a German angle.
I don't know what a German angle is.
I was gonna say the
Think
same
about
thing.
it. Think about it.
Are you saying you did the Hell Hitler thing, but with a gun and pulled the trigger?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. You should be deeply ashamed of yourself, and I hope Twitch/YouTube gets a hold of you and bans you for life, and you're canceled, and you never have a chance in life ever, because I did some Twitter things, and they bit me, and now I'm infected, so any kind of small inconvenience, I wish death upon people now.
Anyway, if y'all
Average
want
12 user.
Yep.
to see
Yep.
anything more from myself and possibly
What
these
the hell
chaotic
is even
boys.
that?
If you want to see Doorman start a series and then never finish it, subscribe.
Oh my god.
Got him!
That did got him. That did got me. See, that's mostly true. We have finished things here before, but not a lot, unfortunately. But we are playing a myriad of things. We're playing we gotta bring back our Smash Bros. Series of classic modes. We gotta bring back a Mario Kart series. As it was addressed by Casey, and what I feel like is a good plan at this point is just kind of play Sonic Time Shadow Generations, now and fresh when it's here, and then kind of go back and play Frontiers, and then go back into my series. So that I will be continuing my 3D
I really
Sonic
do
marathon.
think that's best. I really
Yeah.
do think it's best that you just do that. And
Yeah.
you should do Mario Marathon again, but just don't do it out of order. You don't have to do it in order. Just
No.
start with Odyssey, since that's the one you haven't played yet. So just start with Odyssey.
That's
If
totally
anything, you
fair.
could just do it kind of like backwards.
play Odyssey, then play like Galaxy 2, and then
I
Galaxy.
mean, heck, if
Since-
anything, just to mess with the viewers, you could do Sonic X Shadow, Frontiers, whatever game was before that, and
Forces.
then so on until all the way until you get back to Sonic 06.
That's
mean, I'm
funny.
That way, Sonic
I'm not-
06 will be the very last game you play for the marathon.
I'll say I'm not. I plan on streaming every single Zelda game, and I'm not even doing them in order. I'm just doing them in whatever way I want to do them.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
like-
that probably would have been the way to do it, Darsh. That would have been the way to do it with both Mario and Sonic.
Honestly, you're right. Because like at the time, I should have just done it with Frontiers and then just kind of backtracked. And then by the time, I probably would have been playing Adventure 2 Battle by the time Sonic Time Shadow was here. Then it's kind of refreshing on those stages and such. Man,
Yeah.
that I like that idea now. Man, oh well. Then
So you bring it back, Sonic X Shadow Generations. It's official.
yes,
Right here, right now.
Like I just gotta wait. You said what now?
Right here, right now. At this second, we're gonna stream it.
I gotta get the game. I pre-ordered it physically. What you talking about?
You're gonna have to get into your car and just figure out where it's at right now and just like rob it from the truck that's being delivered to your house.
No.
It's a couple states away, so it'll be, a little hectic of a drive, but you can do it. Just use Amazon tracking or whatever you ordered it. Just track it, follow it, intercept it.
Interesting.
You ever think about, because you know how horrifically impatient. Do you ever think sometimes people, while waiting for their packages, get so impatient that they leave their house and go physically track it down before it's even been delivered? So they try to intercept their own damn package because they just couldn't wait another day or two?
I don't think that the masses have.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way somebody has to have done it.
Oh no, somebody has done it or thought about it. I'm sure, but I'm saying like somebody actually like voicing it and attempting to do it. It just sounds like a you thing.
I mean, I'll think about it. I wouldn't actually attempt to do it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
When my headset and my shelf were refusing to come in because Amazon told me, "Hey, your package has been delivered in Moss Point, Mississippi." Well, that's not even the right town, and you're not giving me a specific address. Where's my freaking package? And Amazon refused to help me for 48 hours. And then I got lucky and it showed up, which is exactly why Amazon refused to help me for 48 hours. Yeah, if your package doesn't show up from Amazon within 48 hours, they will not help you until after 48 hours has passed, because they say it's pretty common for things to be marked as delivered before they actually get there.
That's weird.
But personally, I know damn well that it's not a case of it accidentally getting delivered. I'm pretty sure it's a case of they know that the package is going to be late, so they mark it as delivered so they don't get in trouble with the system. It's not an accident. They probably say it's an accident, but it's not a damn accident. They do it on purpose. And the funny thing about it too is they delivered it to the neighbor's house. And the reason I didn't know this is because they didn't leave it by the neighbor's door. They didn't put it where you would normally put a package. No. This mailman got out of his truck and literally just threw the package into their yard and then drove away. He did it he couldn't have put it by the door, not on top of the trash cans, not right next to a vehicle, not next to the garage, all kinds of different places where it's common for couriers to leave package. No. He's got to throw it right in the middle of the yard, which is why they didn't even know it was there until the dude's wife just happened to stumble across it. And then she had him text to my dad. My dad was like, "Hey, I think the neighbors have your package," and I was like, bitchin'.
Okay, so the funniest thing just happened to me in GTA 5. I was running around and I got hit by a car, right? And the car stops and the guy who was in the passenger seat got out. I thought he was about to start trying to beat my ass, but no. He pulled the driver out of the car that he was just in and started beating his ass and then walked away for hitting me.
Were these actual people?
No, they were just NPCs.
That's hilarious. No, it's real. Sometimes you're in the passenger seat and your buddy's driving, he hits grandma, so you gotta get out, pull him out, and beat his ass. Set him straight.
What the world is this?
And when the cops come, you can be the homie. It's like, hey, guys, you don't have to arrest him or send him to prison for killing this old lady. I already punished him for it, therefore he's okay. It'll work. It's the thing people don't know. It's you don't want your buddy to go to prison, just punish your friend and then tell law enforcement that your friend is, hey, my friend's off the hook because I punished him. It's fucking, they can't argue with that. The court won't know what to do with that. They'll be defeated. They'll be in disbelief that you had the balls to do such a thing.
I'm speechless now because I don't know where this went in terms of any types of focus.
Honest, I actually forgot what we were just talking about, or what we were talking about previously that led to the thing that I was just talking about that I have also just forgotten about. What were we talking about?
We were talking about intercepting. We were talking about intercepting packages because you were talking about going to the truck to get my son time shot generation. Yeah, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna get mine.
No, I remember we were talking about Juan's thing where your buddy hits a guy and then you get out of the car and beat his ass for hitting the guy.
That's because he's playing GTA 5, which is kind of in the background. I don't know
Yeah,
when he
but that
started.
happens in real life. That happens in real life.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, we're done.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Y'all, next time we gonna start Sonic Time Shadow Generations. Most likely the next stream. Either that or I'm playing some more of my other current series of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the remake. So that might be tomorrow's stream with Alpha. Not quite sure. I have to get with her to see when she's available. But if not tomorrow on Paper Mario, then tomorrow is Sonic Time Shadow Generations. And then
I'll be there.
oh yeah. Look forward to it.
Hell, I'll join the BC for that one.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited for Sonic Time Shadow.
And it's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a long time since before I play that game, and you know I don't care about spoilers, so I'll probably just experience the game through you.
Nice. Of course, I'll be happy to be the vessel then. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for some fun over the weekend. Starting with Sonic Time Shadow Generations tomorrow. Saturday is gonna most likely be something, because like I tend to stream Pokken on Sundays regardless, but it can sometimes be on Saturdays if I got something going on Sundays. So if nothing else, Saturday may also be more Sonic Time and Shadow, or it could be me trying to make up one of my other bring back one of my other series like Cart Down Memory Lane with finishing all Double Dash once and for all for that marathon, or Smash Legacy, one of those two things. But if all else fails, I'll probably be continuing Sonic Time Shadow Generations from tomorrow's stream. So like yeah, tomorrow on Friday, Sonic Time Shadow. Saturday could be more Sonic Time Shadow, but it could also be one of the other two things of Mario Kart, or Mario Kart Double Dash, or Smash Ultimate with the classic mode marathon that I established from before. And what else is there in limbo? I mean, besides Arceus here, of course, and Thousand Door, which I also mentioned. So I don't think there's anything else I can think of that I'm missing at the moment. So yeah, that's everything that I can think of that's floating around as far as my content goes. So stick around for any of that stuff if you want to see more of that. You want to kind of hear. This is definitely one of the more chill and this kind of unhinged random discussion type streams. I tend to have a bit more focus than this, but because of the nature of what I'm in with Arceus right now, I've kind of just been in this period of catching and not really many plot points going on, so it's not much focus. And
that's why I've been telling you to
do it off stream. I know. I will be better at that, especially with these other games taking more of a focus on stream in the time being. Because Sonic Time Shadow had to have some really great reviews that I've been ecstatic to see on Twitter over these last few days. So like I'm definitely really interested to check it out, because I haven't actually played like Boost Formula Sonic in a while. I played the original Generations game on PC and adored that, so I'm excited to see how that handles with this game here, because I've like it was addressed earlier. Like thank you. Let me see. Somebody was saying that like it was. Casey, did you say that Dooney had played it or saw somebody play it and like it just looks like it handles really well?
Oh no, Dooney played it. Dooney did a full playthrough in one night. She did like 6 hours of Shadows playthrough, and then for the rest of the night she did like the original Sonic and Generations.
When does this damn thing come out? Because it said 25th. I remember seeing the date say 10/25/2024.
No, it's out. It's on Steam already. Maybe, you know what? It's pretty common for Steam versions of games to come out early. That's probably what happened. Is the Steam version came out a couple days early. I bet that's what happened.
Yeah, I see 22nd for that. Now that you say it. Okay, that makes sense. Because for everything
Yeah,
else,
I'm willing.
Yeah.
Oh well, this says 24th.
Sure.
So this says it just released today. But if it's supposed to release tomorrow, then that makes sense, because Steam versions of games have a tendency to release like a day earlier than their console counterparts. I don't know why that is, but that just seems to have always been the case, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, see? It says 22nd for, Steam is probably the initial release for it, and then, because what I was going off of was 25th, how it has for like Switch and other consoles. So, yeah, everything else just kind of. Steam was the bit earlier. But yeah, reviews overall, like it's really high as an average. 4.6 is a really good.
I've heard it's phenomenal. I think it's getting. I'm pretty sure it's getting better scores than Frontiers did, and Frontiers scored pretty well. I don't think Frontiers did phenomenally as far as scores go, but it did pretty well, especially for a Sonic game. Considering that Sonic games have not had a very good reputation for quite a long time.
Wait,
The original Generations was probably the last Sonic game that was really well received. And I didn't even like Generations.
That sounds about right. I like Generations, but the story was just non-existent.
I couldn't stand the entire idea of Generations. I couldn't stand from the get-go, and I was a huge Shadow fan at the time, and at that point in time, about the only thing Sonic-wise I cared about was Shadow. Not only did I not get to play as Shadow in that game, but the one little appearance Shadow did make where he spoke, it wasn't Jason Griffith anymore, it was Kirk Thornton. And not Kirk Thornton from now, where his voice is actually tolerable. No, I'm talking like his first appearance Kirk Thornton, where it's just awful. And I think that just killed my love for Sonic right then and there, because I was like, that's not Shadow! And then I never played another Sonic game again. I was already upset about Unleashed. When I heard Shadow was going to be in Generations, I got excited, and then the excitement was killed when I found out he wasn't playable.
Man, that is rather unfortunate. But we will be seeing what all the hype is about tomorrow when I pick up my copy, well, pay off and then get my copy of Sonic Shadow Generations, and we'll start our own playthrough of that, and we'll, I guess, like he said, like the idea I will adopt, we'll be playing the Sonic games backwards from this point to kind of get back to where we were. I will go out of order though, actually, because I do want to slide in a Sonic Battle playthrough, because ML does have a like a part of Shadow's lore now, I guess, and I still have my original
Sonic Adventure 2 battle.
No, Sonic Battle on the Game Boy Advance. I still have my original cartridge.
Oh,
yeah, that explored
I remember I really wanted that game as a kid, and I never did get it.
Yeah, I have my original.
I really wanted that game.
You can probably experience it through me too if you want to hang out on VC with that one.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah, that'll be one that I'll probably end up doing Sonic Time Shadow, then do Sonic Battle, and then do Frontiers, and then keep going from there. I think that actually might be the move. But I don't know if I want to end with 06, because I feel like let me see.
Well, the ending with 06 was more of a joke suggestion than it was me being genuine.
Yeah, I get you. Because like going backwards from it would have made sense to have 06 be like the infamous end of quote unquote of my marathon.
To be fair, you also have Sonic Boom.
There's also Sonic Boom.
I didn't agree to Sonic Boom.
You're gonna play Sonic Boom.
I don't even own the Wii U.
You better go get it.
What you mean?
Better go get it.
I don't own the Wii U Sonic Boom game. The 3DS one was better.
You better go get it.
You better go get it.
Get the Wii U. What was it even called?
Rise of
Lyric.
Rise of Lyric.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that even? It's 2014, so that was like after Lost World, I guess.
Sonic Lost Cause.
Sonic. No, it's Sonic Galaxy. Get it right. No.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, Sonic Lost Cause. I was gonna say that is disrespectful to Galaxy.
You know what? Fair, I guess. Oh man, this is
even though I don't even like Mario Galaxy.
Look, Mario Galaxy is good.
It's mid.
I
like all
it better
Mario.
than 64.
It is a much better game than 64.
I was gonna say I've barely played 64, so I can't make that judgment. But I'm probably objectively right anyway.
Say it's not good.
No, if Mario 64 had like modern day and polished controls, then I would like it more than Galaxy. But objectively, as they stand right now, Galaxy shit stomps 64.
Any version of Mario 64 as of right now is bad. The original N64 version, the 3D All Stars version.
All right.
And the
All right.
Nintendo
Okay.
DS
I'm gonna
version.
stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. Bad is a little harsh.
I'm talking about control wise.
I've felt much worse than that. Like, it's not great, but just flat out bad. That's a little harsh.
I'm talking about when it
Which
comes to,
one?
like,
Which one?
3D Mario games.
What are you talking
Okay,
about?
I suppose compared to other Mario games, it's more plausible. Because Mario games usually control really well, but neither Mario 64 or Mario 64 DS control very well. Especially Mario 64 DS, since, you know, instead of 360 directions, you only have 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Why didn't Nintendo think that was a good idea?
Nintendo. Here's the problem with that little sentence there. The word "think." Nintendo doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't know what that word means.
Oh man.
They added female Venoms to Fortnite.
You said female Venom.
Yeah, because in the movie, Eddie's girlfriend, like, Venom temporarily, with her consent, of course, temporarily takes over Eddie's girlfriend's body to save Eddie, and then Venom goes back to Eddie. So, Eddie Brock's girlfriend got to wear the Venom suit, or the Venom symbiote. She was traumatized for life because she bit somebody's head off, but I think she'll get over it. I mean, yeah, Eddie got over it pretty quickly, so I think she'll be fine too.
Oh my lord. I don't know what this ending became of this stream, but y'all stay tuned for more things.
I mean, what's been this entire stream? How much of this stream has been about Arceus? We've just been talking nonstop about everything but Arceus.
Literally everything but Arceus.
Other
80% of
Pokemon
the
games.
stream.
Plenty of talk about other Pokemon games, but hardly anything on Arceus.
Exactly.
I think the only thing we mentioned about Arceus was me and Juan dunking on you for taking so long to beat it.
I mean, when we were doing the different tasks, we were talking about the certain Pokemon, but you know
All right,
that's
end your stream. I gotta take a piss.
Just go to the bathroom. You ain't got to.
Yeah, just go to the bathroom.
No, I'm gonna
Go to the
Go
bathroom.
to the
Like that white. It's like the whitest kid you know sketch where Timmy's got the poop in his hands.
All right, we're done here. All right, we can. Y'all have a great rest of your night or day, depending on where you are.
And Trevor
Stay
just
safe.
finally gets sick of it and yells in his face, and he's like, "Go to the bathroom."
Go to the. I'm just gonna mute these guys right here.
No, don't mute us.
Why not?
Why would you? We're the comedic relief.
Everybody watching, you have a great rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. Stay safe. God bless. Keep on being awesome. Remember to be kind. Stay tuned for more things from me. Arceus, Sonic Time Trial Generations, Mario Kart, Paper Mario Thousand Door, all the things. We're gonna be having a lot of fun over the next few weeks. Stay tuned for more things. I might do something horror related before October leads out. So stay tuned for that as well. Whether that be something like Doki Doki, Danganronpa, Snippet or something, or anything Luigi's Mansion, we will see. But until then, y'all take care. Have a great rest of your night again. Keep on being awesome. See you guys next time.